Wah! What's happening, folks? It is more official than a ref for the Wilson. You're posting me on Rated PG, and today we have our very special friend, my broski.
Cap Drosky.
Yay! And we have very special guests, about 3/4 of them boys in the house.
Man.
Y'all already know who it is. This is the homeboy, and your bitch is always calling, but he ain't gonna pick up because he's Patrick Dalton. And we got the next guest over here, first time on the show. He's here, he playing, but ain't no game, so everybody make some noise for Chris Islame.
That's right.
And our next very special guest, I'm trying to I got it. No, here it is. We got the big man, big teams going, no Lizo. Make some noise for Spencer Ruizzo. And folks, what is your Instagram so for people to follow you?
Mine is at Yagaganga.
Yagaganga. Just exactly how's that sound?
Yeah, mine's just Chris Islame. It's pretty straightforward.
No underscore, no dot
It's all
period.
one name.
Period with a T.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm KAPDROSKI, and I'm the first white guy to pop up.
Gang gang. And you, sir?
Just beef honey. Those three words together, it sounds like just beef honey. So
I'm not gonna lie, I just now got that. Damn.
I'm layered with puns, man. That's all I do.
Layered with puns.
He said, I'm a very punny guy, it hurts. Oh God, I can't help myself. You have any shows coming up, Patrick, for this week or next week?
Yeah, I'll be on Wonder Comedy on Friday, and then I'm also doing
Doing a bad job right now.
doing another show right after that. That same night for Nerdlanta.
Nerdland, I
That's
heard.
at 10. That Friday? That is on Friday.
Oh, me too.
We're both on that show.
And then hosting the Laughing Skull Sunday, 7 p.m.
Ooh. As I sip my beer. Oh, you fuck niggas!
That's the latest show. That's the last show, right? Sunday.
I think there's only 2, 5, and 7 or something.
No, 2 and 7, baby, and I'm hosting one of them.
In there like booty hair. Mm-hmm. Shows coming up, Chris.
Shoot! I'm doing the Sunday best of at the Laughing Skull Lounge.
What?
I think next Thursday, the 22nd, I believe. I think we're doing Fetch at the dog park.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are you
And
sure?
you can check now, but I think that's gonna waste
He was
time.
like, well, we're gonna be
Keep doing
there.
your thing.
And then, dude, you're gonna miss the shows I'm gonna be at. And I'm not doing anything else. I think that's it for right now. I'm just hanging out.
You caps.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. I got some shows, but I ain't getting paid for them, so I forgot their names.
Her. Like,
We don't need to promote
like,
them.
what show are you at? You know.
I'm about to say, if you see me on the flyer, if they got a flyer, that's cool.
Right. And for you, Spencer.
Oh man, yeah.
So many.
What he said, the Nerdlanta show at the Drunken Unicorn this Friday night. This Saturday, the 17th, we actually have a DEM BOYZ house show at our own house. the
All of
Casa
us
DEM
are involved
BOYZ.
in that. We both should have said something
Yeah,
about
they
that.
forgot completely.
What?
Both of y'all
I
forgot.
said somebody like
didn't
2
forget.
times since you've been here.
He did mention it
House show,
twice.
house show. DM us for address.
Damn,
Or with
are you
whatever
typing
else.
this right now?
Man, yeah.
DM us on the thingamajigger. I have a show the 16th at the Relapse Theater, the Filibuster show.
No, nice.
The 17th at somewhere in Dalton, Georgia. I have no idea.
Dude, Patrick Dalton, Georgia. Hell yeah.
Boom, boom. The 24th, Best of Atlanta, the 8 and 10:30. The 25th, the Laughing Skull at 2 p.m.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And what got you started in entertainment, sir?
Oh, and entertainment as a whole?
Or did you like just start off slanging jokes at like 3?
No, I'm 31 years old now. I know I look like I look like I'm 20. I look like I'm much younger, but I'm weathered.
Weathered, I love it.
I started rapping first. That was my first.
Why are y'all laughing at him? Don't laugh.
That was
What was your name, Lil Marky Mark?
That's why I never took off. I never got a name. I never figured out. I'll just Spencer James. That's my first and middle name.
Spencer James.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was then started doing improv. That's kind of what got me into
Failure of rap?
Huh?
Failure of rap got you in the
Failure of rap got me started in other things.
You're like, you know, I don't know. Now I kind of I know you have a tape or a CD.
Oh man, we got the lost files.
No, I burned all those. Yeah, them dead.
Yeah, they're on a zip disk.
What about you? I got them hoes on a floppy somewhere.
Oh, man.
What got you started in entertainment, Chris?
I don't know, man. I just been just making shit and then like sharing shit, and people been liking it. So I just kept doing that.
What, online?
Yeah, like I used to do like a whole bunch of like.
Oh, that's cool to know you was on the internet.
Yeah, man, I've been on the
Yeah, I was just doing shit.
I was
Like,
on the internet since
pressing hobos and shit.
Out bum fights?
Yeah.
Me, my idea.
Yeah, 9 years old, I was on the internet. My mom was like, I don't know how this works. I was like, I know how it works. I just typed in bum fights and boom, the rest is history.
What was your thing on the internet? What was the first thing that pulled you to the internet?
I used to like draw a lot and like do like cartoons and shit. So
Anime or cartoons?
no, like cartoons. I don't fuck with anime. I'll say that on record. I do not like anime. I do not like anime.
Very fervent about it too.
Yeah, like, I don't
attach me to that anime shit.
Why'd y'all let him in the group?
Well, there's
You don't
two of
like
us. I don't like
anime?
anime either. It's
Oh,
two. Yeah,
shit.
we
Why
got.
am I over here?
Yeah, Patrick and Alex, they love it.
For the record, I like anime.
What do you do with your spare time?
I watch real life dramas.
Get your Law and Order SVU marathon.
I watch real TV.
Sound like you got a girlfriend.
You heard him say he weathered. He don't even watch TV, he reads.
Oh man, I just forgot
I read
to
the
send you
TV.
old.
Captions on.
Just that fast.
But what was one of the first places? Well, the first place you did stand-up comedy
The
at?
very first I did stand up was at Rain Dogs in Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. They do.
Big ups!
Yep, that's the spot.
Big
Yeah,
ups!
there's
Never been.
How long ago? Like, how long you been doing stand-up? Actually,
5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that was 5 years. That was after being at improv and had some jokes written, and then some guys like, yeah, there's open mic. And then he just grabbed my book and he's like, yeah, I'm signing you up. You're going up. I was just there to check it out.
The improv you were doing wasn't like comedy.
It was comedy improv, but not like the stand-up part.
Okay.
Like, you know, a whole different dumb thing.
How did it go? The first time.
First time killed, never did mutter. chasing that dragon.
That was man, I never crushed so hard in
For
my life.
5 years, he's been chasing that one moment.
Maybe this is the day.
Dude, I just been bombing ever since. It's just boom, boom.
First one fun, second one terrible.
Mhm.
Which is what I've kind of heard. You're usually excited about the first thing, then you're like,
Right.
oh shit, I got this.
I got this.
Too much confidence.
I'm so good at this. What about you, Chris?
First place I did comedy was this place called the Sentient Bean in Savannah.
Who?
The Sentient Bean.
Her sentient.
Yeah, it's
Coffee
like,
shop.
Oh,
it's
you
a coffee shop.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And yeah, it was like the only, like at the time when I started, it was like the only place that like was comedy happening in Savannah. So it was like once every month. Like it was the only spot.
So you had a whole month to come up with material.
Yeah. And the first time went well. And then much like Spencer, the second time was a disaster.
I feel like it had to be. You had to wait for a month.
Yeah, because at first I
It's like 29 days.
I'm a fuck this.
I would work the material by that time. I'm like, oh, I can do this.
Tomorrow's the day.
Do you wake up the morning of and be like, yeah, this is fucking happening?
You gotta remember what clothes you wore 30 days ago.
Yeah, I wore the same shit.
You wore the same pair of pants and the same hat.
That's why I wear the same clothes for 30 days. And it's a change, and I know I wasn't wearing it.
That man's a cartoon character every day, just Hank Hill, just t-shirt, jeans.
Well,
every
orange
single
pink,
episode.
no pants on. You know what I'm saying?
Manga.
Manga. Yeah, I like mangas. Have you ever been starstruck meeting somebody doing stand-up comedy?
Not really. I bought cocaine in front of a guy that I really respected. And that was a weird moment.
Oh man, he knew I was buying cocaine. 100%.
I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna meet this guy, man. I'm not gonna
Probably not gonna shake his hand now. He's probably not gonna ask me to open for him.
No, not really. I mean, it's kind of the point where everybody kind of feels like your comic. That's
Yeah.
all the same.
Somebody else, I think it was Mandel, yeah, he was like, who was it that he did it to? He said it was Hannibal Buress at the 1 a.m. show. And he was like, bro, I totally fanned out. He said, like, hard. I seen him. I was like, bro, you the reason I'm doing comedy, man. Like, man, like, I seen all your movies, man. He said Hannibal's face didn't change. And I was talking, and I knew I was talking for a long time. And I kept talking because I didn't know how to end it. So
I just imagine that smile, bro.
he said Hannibal was just like chewing gum, but he ain't had no gum in his mouth. He was standing there, and I was like, all right, I'm going to shut up. And I was like, yeah, nice talking to him. He just said, cool, man. And then left the green room. And everybody was just staring at me like, you just made Hannibal Buress leave the green room. Like you said to me, I was like, yeah. He was like, but comedians, famous comedians, we all forget that we're all, it's like a camaraderie type deal.
Yeah.
It's like, we're all comedians.
No, we don't.
He said, no, we don't. I feel that way. Like, if I saw somebody who was like super famous, I remember the first time, who was it? Chris Tucker? Yeah. I saw Chris Tucker and I was like, yo, he was in fucking Rush Hour, all this shit. So I'm going on stage, kind of ate a dick. And I was like, oh, that was interesting.
Well, Rush Hour is it's a good movie.
On record.
Really good movie.
On record.
I love that movie.
Nah, it's weird
fantastic
if you
trilogy.
fan out and y'all were just in a regular social meeting. Like, that's like you sitting there in the room and then we arguing on Instagram and then we found out that Oprah Winfrey said Patrick Dalton is the shit. We all go fucking like, bro,
Absolutely.
he's still the same motherfucker.
I would still lose.
We were already in the room.
Make
so,
that happen.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, that's weird. Like, bro, it's just a normal thing. If somebody did something famous, are they doing it in your face? If Jesus started walking on water in front of my face, I will fanboy the fuck out.
And I'll be like, boo. Seen it.
I'm like, I don't know. Maybe if
Tell
I'm seeing
some
like,
jokes.
like if I'm seeing like when I saw Dave Chappelle like from a distance, yeah, I fanboy the fuck out. But like if I'm in his face, like,
Yeah, I'm not going.
That's weird
Yeah, it's
to
like
me.
your face gets more and more professional
because they're not
steps you
doing
walk towards it.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know.
Like if it was an open, okay, now difference. If he could have, I was in the green room at the Skull when I saw him. If he could have saw me, oh yeah, that would have been a moment. Like I would have got pointed out in the crowd. And like, who the fuck is this grown man crying? Like it would have been some shit. But if I'm like from a distance, nah, man, that's weird.
I don't know. I've been lucky enough to not.
That's like not being able to control your erection. Like for real, you ain't never seen a woman before.
It's like weird because you really can't gas them up too much even though you want to because like then you just look like a fucking weenie. It's like, I have to realize, but dude, it's hard.
What's the perceived best case scenario? Oh, hey, I know you forgot, but I was in Soul Plane too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna throw some more shit in there. Like, hey. I did CNN for 3 years too. Like, it's not gonna happen.
See, I've been lucky enough to not be put in positions to be around people things. So it's never happened. I saw Tiffany Haddish one time.
Oh yeah, exactly. Me and you were normally shit.
Yeah, and
they
like
kicked me out the room for being too normal because I didn't want to be up her ass. That's why I'm like, bro, she is about to go on stage. She's number 3.
I remember that.
Because you went up right
did like 45 minutes.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I went up right after.
I remember that. I was like, Patrick just went out slap.
Yeah, I went up right after her. But when we were talking in the green room, I was just kind of like giving her shit back and forth about what we were talking about. And then when she stood up, she went to like give me a handshake, but she went real wide. So I kind of was like, what's going on here? Because I thought she was going to give me a clock. You know what I mean? Give me a whole cock.
Slap you in the fucking mouth.
And only because you wouldn't have done anything.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, that would have been my badge of honor.
You put that on the college.
Oh yeah, that's my credit now. I got slapped by Tiffany.
Power slap.
I'm getting put. That's 10,000 Instagram followers.
Hey, man,
Right.
Somebody got to mic up story.
Dude, somebody's got to get slapped.
I'm about to say,
That's what I'm saying. It started a war between Kevin Hart
Dude,
with
talk to Dr. Dre.
LeVar
Slap
Walker
somebody.
when he did that joke about Mike Epps. Not gonna sit here and say that got him in the movie, but I know it did not get him cast. Like shit.
that ass whooping came with a blessing.
Probably
You know
came with
what?
an extra check.
Ass whoopings, in my experience, always come with an underlying blessing.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know what? Now I ain't got to go to work. I'm all fucked up.
Hey,
We got a whole day
Or
off.
at minimum, you can't get your ass beat the same time. Like, you just got your ass beat. You can't get your ass beat the next 5
Yeah, it's like
minutes.
lightning. It doesn't strike twice.
You can't just get another ass.
Yeah, like, that shit is just like, hey, man, I saw what happened. Come on now. Time for your second one. Nah, bro. I had a break.
Yeah, I can. Give me a minute.
Well, what's your definition of a bomb, sir, or bombing?
Usually there's some. It's usually nitrogen.
This is a safe
element.
Tell me what a bomb's made of. You tell me.
Uranium.
little plutonium.
Oh man, a bomb is all internal. I feel like because I could have people like laugh in the crowd, and people say, "No, that was a good set," and I'll be like, "No, I didn't. I felt like shit. I wasn't comfortable." So
That didn't feel good.
Bomb is in like how I feel. Because you could do a show in front of 2 people,
Yeah.
and
Woo!
even if they don't really laugh, but you could feel good about how you did. Like I got my shit out right. Like I did it how I wanted to, and I don't consider that a bomb. But just all how I feel like, and I'll know like first joke. I'm like, oh yep, this is a bomb set. Yeah. I know I'm not gonna get back to
He said first joke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man. What about you, Chris?
Man,
Like everybody has a different definition of what they consider bombing.
I don't know, man. I've never bombed before, so that's a.
Elisha Transu 2.0. You never bombed her.
I've never bombed. I'm kind of like
Yeah, you heard
greatest
him.
of all time. No,
Hey, go.
no.
Trans too.
Elisha was like, he said, no, Elisha was like, I don't bomb. We're like, what do you
Did
mean?
he say that sincerely?
Yes.
Yes!
Oh, that's wow. I wish I had that confidence. Holy shit.
But that's how we
Elijah, if
came
you
up with
watching
the
this,
question.
that shit is wild, bro.
That's wild.
But that's how we came with the question, well, what's your definition of bombing? And his definition was, well, I've never gone out and got nobody to laugh.
Right.
And if I'm like, bro, that's the
That's kind of
definition
wild.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a great thing.
yeah, but at the same time, if you're somebody who is like, I do stand up maybe once every 6 months, and that's your definition, yeah, that's probably what you need.
It's all relative.
Yeah, but you somebody out here every night, Elijah doing 2-3 shows a night, and you say you
But what he said was this too. He said this. He was like, if I bomb, quote unquote, it's by my own making. He was like I'm going out trying new jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, so if I try some new jokes and they don't hit, I don't consider that a bomb. I was like, I do. That's like, if they did not laugh,
Those new jokes bombed.
But everybody in this room been doing comedy for years, so if you've been doing some shit for years, like if you jack off for years and you all of a sudden one day didn't get it to bust out, hey, something went wrong that day. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, yeah, bro, it don't
That is
happen
how
the
my
same
comedy
way.
is.
But Chris, I'm sorry, but what were you saying? What's your definition of a bomb? Since you not sincerely.
Yeah,
said
no. Man, I'll be bombing all the time. I would say where you've exhausted all your options during the set, and nothing is going great.
When in your mind, you're like, okay.
Like, if you ever shut it down, like you go up there and you're like, all right, I'm gonna hit them with the jokes. No, jokes, they don't fuck with jokes. Tight. Let me do some problems. All right, here's some problems. Hey, y'all want me to talk to y'all. Cool, come on. All right. Shit, man.
What do you do for a living? Fuck you. All right, cool.
Yeah, it's like I feel like if you go up there and you're just like, you trying everything you can possibly think of in that moment to like get a laugh and nothing's working, I think, man.
It's a bomb.
Yeah.
I feel that, dude.
Like I just know I know like my worst bomb. I have yet to beat it thus far. Which thankfully, because it happened like fucking so many years ago.
Last night.
Last night, my second night doing comedy last night. But like I was at the singing thing that was going up, and like before the show, I was like talking to this lady who was going up, and then we were talking, and she was like being like kind of like playfully flirty or whatever, and I was like, oh cool, nice.
Did she see you a month ago?
No, she did not.
Oh.
She did not. This is like a brand new person. Yeah, this is a brand new person who's been very. She was very
These are detailed
brand new
questions.
person. And then and then we were talking, chatting, it was cool, and like I was like, all right, new month, since I had to wait fucking 31 days.
New month. New joke.
I was like, oh, let me try to write like instead of writing like dumb jokes, let me write some fucking like personal shit, like talk about my life.
Oh.
And like recently, I just got out of a relationship and stuff like that. So I was like, cool, let me like try to write some jokes about that. And like I went up there, and dog, it was so quiet. It was so quiet. It was so bad. Like there was a video of it. I deleted it. There's nowhere this ever happened. Like I was just doing it, talking all this. Oh my god, why my girlfriend Emma, and it was not good. Like in the video, my fucking there's this big sign like after a joke, quiet. And this is one of my friends is oof, like so loud. It was. Man, it was bad. I also, because I wasn't driving at the time, I was like, my mom was driving. I was like 17, I think. Yeah, and so like my mom was in the audience too. Fucking, she drove me to the open mic. She drove me to bomb that bad.
You said then she didn't even take me home.
Yeah, she didn't take me home. But then like it was just so bad, and then like afterwards I got off stage and I was like, well, my mom was like, are you ready to go home? I was like, yeah. So I went up to the lady. I was like, hey, I'm about to head on out of here. Is there any way I can get your number or anything? She was like, yeah, actually I have a boyfriend. So I was like, all right, cool. And I got in my car. And it was just like I was just practicing not crying in front of my mom. I didn't want my mom to be like. The whole time
you were like, it's okay, baby.
I was like, no, your mom is she's like,
it happens sometimes, Mom.
It was so terrible.
Bro, my mom was there, bro. I probably would have cried.
Bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, Mom.
It was the most cringiest set. Also, the jokes were horrible. They also made that perfectly clear. It was bad.
What about you, Spencer? Your worst bomb or most memorable bomb?
It was one time I was trying to film a set, and halfway through I realized it wasn't going well at all. So I like went security camera style, like you're robbing a bank, and I went inside black spray painted the camera. Like halfway through no, that didn't do that. That'd be really.
How long was the set?
I don't know. Most memorable bomb. I was trying to forget.
Some people do that too.
Yeah.
So like they bury it.
Pretty much like my first, when moving to Atlanta, like the first few times going up at Skull, I could not figure out that room at all, and I just felt, like Skull it's taken me a while to figure it out.
Well, let me ask you this: if that's difficult, what was the difference in Skull versus Florida comedy?
I think it's just my anticipation and thinking that it's gonna be good, and that like shooting myself in the foot, like kind of like going up and like, yeah, look at this, and then like right away that feeling, like whereas the first joke I'm like, oh nope, I'm not feeling it.
Like if you
not feeling it.
I don't know. So how long do you think you have in order? Like how long do you think it should take you to get your first laugh?
I always try
That's
to.
a good question.
Yeah. How long should it take, or how long
should it? Like how long do you personally think it should take for you to get your first laugh and then get your momentum?
I make sure I usually try to put something at the beginning to where it's like kind of the very first thing I say to try to get something, not even like a bit, like just kind of
the first
something
2 or
stupid.
3 things.
Yeah. Like something quick. 'Cause I usually do like shorter jokes anyway. So I just try to put something at the beginning. I'm like, all right, let me just make them laugh and make like right away.
Right.
Hopefully.
You're like, y'all didn't like that. I didn't like it either. I'm sorry. What about you, Drew?
I usually wait till the end of the set. I think that's the best. That's the best moment. I just go up there. I just start like, hey, what you guys doing here?
You know when they say your next comic is? That's when I get.
That's the applause I'm looking for right there. I don't think I ever asked you this, or you were really fucked up the last time you heard.
I was very, very inebriated. Yeah.
What was your most memorable bomb?
I mean, like, the most recent bomb that I've had.
Recent, not memorable, recent.
No, the most recent that was big was I featured at Noni's a month or 2 ago. And I'm telling you what. Whoopsie. That shit even was. It doesn't bother me except for the way that it happened. And the way yes, circumstances shouldn't affect me negatively depending upon what they are, but at the same time, how I perform is the sole reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So if how I perform is atrocious, you know what I mean, or just it was, and I got off work earlier than I thought I was going to. Your boy had a tab, so he was in there slapping him back, and I was way too drunk when I got up on stage, which didn't matter because that shit was all fucked up anyway. And yeah, it was yeah.
What was bad about it? Like you say you're.
I mean, first things first, crickets. Off rip, just literally nothing.
They
like,
have good food.
They have great food. Notice as great food.
Yeah, how could you bomb? There was great food there, bro.
How can you bomb when they're eating delicious meat?
Clearly, you were doing good in life because you used your tab for beers instead of something
No,
that
see,
food.
that might mean it could be either good or bad. The opposite end too. There's two sides to the coin, man. And yeah, dude, it was just like quiet the whole time. And like I did this thing that I don't usually do, where I tried to like when stuff wasn't working, I would bounce to other stuff, and I usually don't do that shit.
Just kind of go.
Usually I lean into the motherfucker. Like usually, like if it's not going well, I'll lean into it in a certain way and find whatever it is that's going the best out of what's not going well, and then lean into that portion of it, kind of.
Right.
But like I lean, like if it's not going well, it's rare that I'll literally just be like, damn, this isn't going well, and just flip the script. Like I know it's not going well, like, and I'll just lean into that shit. You know what I mean? Like.
Somebody else said that to me. They were like, "That's kind of admirable." How I tell stories, obviously, and everybody was like, "Bro, what if your story is garbage in the first like 45 seconds?" I said, "This is gonna be a rough."
Dude,
It's gonna be rough. I was like, because at no point can I bail out of any of my stories and my sets. I can't just be like, so I got pulled over, right? And I was like, hola, senor. Then no one laughs. I can't just be like, so niggas be tripping, huh? Like, you can't just,
Well,
Yeah.
when you fighting the elements, I don't really even hold that really against you. Like when you going to places that have like Tony's that have really good food, or you going to a place like Pat's Cafe that has like a big wall in between and broken up and stuff. Like I don't really kind of count that stuff against you when. Like at the 1 a.m., you keep hearing the door open.
oh, like when there's other things going on.
I mean, I agree with that to a certain extent, and I also think that is very true. But also, I want to hold myself accountable.
Now, if you bomb at the store, you just bomb. They don't even let you.
A lot of people saw it.
They got plastic cups, man. You just.
You had a sold out bomb, man. That shit.
People paid money to see you ruin your career.
I paid good money to watch you bomb.
Oh, man.
Worth every penny.
I broke his money to see this, man.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Damn. B-Tuck's, like, bomb story is probably one of the best ones. He bombed in front of like 3,000 people, and they booed him in 30 seconds.
Oh, like the Apollo.
Yeah,
Kind of, sort of.
It kind of looked like he showed us the tape.
He had the video. He showed the video.
Oh shit.
He said, bro, I was feeling myself so hard. He said, bro, I was drinking for like 3 days straight. It was a party bus type of, we was just going everywhere. Then the show was at night. I was feeling myself so hard. I went up to this girl. She was bad as fuck. So you getting ready to go? I was like, yo, record this with my phone. He said, she was like, okay. He said, they called my name and I seen her go like this and I just went like this to the camera.
I had to watch the video 3 times to realize they were booing him because it was so loud.
It was like people were throwing shit.
It looked like I'm like, bro, they're making a noise. You're loud. They're loud. Look like y'all turning up. But then when you really listen, it's like no. Boo!
And then he said, bro, I went out there and I was like, look, yeah, my name B-Tuck, you know, my girl, I'm in a relationship. Somebody was like, boo! He said immediately, like 5 seconds, I was like, oh shit. He said, then it shook me and I was like, hey, look, don't be over here talking. I was like, that nigga trash, like somebody else. He said, then it just, boo, like everybody like a choir. And I was just, woo. He said, bro, I did so bad, he said, I didn't even go get my phone back. From the chick that had the phone, I just left. And she had to find me to give me my phone back.
Hey, that's a good feeling.
Yeah,
That's good. That's rich.
Right, I'm kind of slick waiting for that to happen to me. Oh man.
Oh, just wait.
Yeah, it's
coming.
Everybody gets theirs.
It's coming for everyone. My buddy Marine, he called it Bohica. Bend over, here it comes again.
Oh man.
Right, I was like, why would you say that? He goes, you ever have to wake up and run 3 miles every morning? I was like, no. He was like, Bohica.
What?
He said, every time I close my eyes, I'm scared to wake him back up because I got to run 3 miles.
no, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
I thought it was just in the track team.
Oh, nah. Well, that kind of is a track team.
Yeah, I was about to say the way you got it around.
Cross country.
I'm built for cross country. I ain't got the stamina for it, though.
Well, then are you built for it, then?
Yeah. I'm built for it. I just ain't made for it, I suppose. It ain't my calling.
Okay.
I like, if a police officer started chasing me dead ass, I'm like, bro, you got me. I'm not running.
Oh, nice chassis with the engines undone. Chassis, ooh.
That
I
radiator
got the
is-
chassis for it.
Well, you have any questions, Mr. Kapdrowski?
No.
He said, not a one. But folks, we have a couple of minutes left, and I do have a random type question here for you. If your comedy was a type of liquor or a drink, what would it be?
It would be tequila.
What kind? Just tequila. I mean, we got Jose Cuervo, Don Julio.
We got blancos, reposados, añejos, and extra añejos.
I work in Spain,
I know the tequila.
I know the tequila.
All right, my tequila is the one where when you walk up to the bar, you say, "Let me get a shot of tequila."
House
That's
tequila.
whatever they put in front of you, that's the kind right there. I almost crossed my legs when I said that. That's the kind. Yeah, but yeah.
What about you, Chris? Is it rum or is it?
Is it rum? Is it rum?
It could be rum.
Or is it whiskey? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I think if my comedy was like a drink, it'd probably be like a rum and coke. It's
A little spicy.
Yeah, it's just some very beginners. I don't want to get out of the bar. Get a rum and coke.
That'd
All right,
be good
there you
entry
go.
level comedy.
If I had to sum it up, yeah, this is what you get when you first see
And if
comedy.
someone's like, "What kind of rum?"
Yeah. No, it's Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I made many mistakes drinking Captain Morgan.
Man.
I make many mistakes drinking Captain.
This small, tiny herbs.
Like a lot of them.
Oh, plenty.
What about you, Cap?
I think I would be.
A blue motherfucker.
45.
Nah, I mean, I ain't gonna go by my favorite drink. I'm an Incredible Hulk myself.
Oh, that is an acquired taste. What was it again?
Hypnotic Hennessy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I remember. Oh my God.
It don't taste right. You make it with anything else. I've tried.
Hypnotic don't go with nothing else.
We used to have this shit called, I forgot what it called, but it's not Captain, it's like an Admiral or some shit.
Admiral Nelson.
Sailor Jerry.
That's it. But we never called it by his name.
I drink a lot.
We called it the other guy.
You literally called it the other guy?
Like give me some of that other guy. Well, it was $9, bro. Go get that other
Oh,
guy.
I know about $9 liquor.
No, $9 vodka will kill you.
Isn't that
That's
Taka?
what I'm
Or is it
No,
Raz?
it's $9
We were drinking Wolfschmidt vodka.
$9 brown. That's why I was like, hey, $9 brown ain't too bad. It's not as strong as you want it to be, but it is smooth.
Why are all rums named after like seaworthy? Like it's like Admiral Nelson, Captain Morgan, and Sailor Jerry.
Oh, my bad.
Kraken.
Captain the other guy. That would be
Captain other guy.
Because it tastes like Captain Morgan, but
It's a little lot. It's
Yeah.
$3 cheaper.
I would be some wine that tastes like vodka.
Is that a
Sangria? I just found that fuck out. Somebody makes
That's brandy in it.
Nah, it's some shit somebody making in their house. Like that's my comedy. Look like a bottle of wine, but it tastes like vodka.
And what about you, sir?
Is it just anything that's like the bit drink of the day? Like I'm all White Claw comedy right now. It's White Claw. When Zima came back, I'm a Zima guy. I'm a Zima comedy guy. It's just bits. Whatever's a funny thing to drink.
That's popping right now. White Claw? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
What is it, IPAs?
Yeah.
That's me.
About to get this new PBR seltzer. That's about to be mine.
Oh yeah, we're bringing that up on the way back to the house, everybody. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, part 2.
But folks, we're at the end of the show on Rated PG. I want to thank all of our very special guests, Patrick Dalton, Chris Islame, Spencer Ruizzo. What is it? Ruizzo. And folks, I'll be black. If that's all white would choose, au revoir. We bid you adieu. Bye.